Amanda. In this video, I'll be walking you through completing your first vinyl cut with your SINGER Momento Craft Cutting machine. If you would like to follow along, you will need your weeder, scissors, a scraper, your basic blade, black vinyl, your transfer tape, and your 12x24 standard grip mat. To get started, I'm going to open my MySewNet crafting software, and then I'm going to select the 12x12 canvas, as that's the size of material I'm working with. With my blank canvas open, you can select whatever design you want. Today I'm going to do my initials, so I'm going to come down to the left side and select Add, and then select the lettering, and you'll see the word text has appeared. I would like to edit the text, so I'm going to come to the right hand side and select the Edit panel. Here you'll see where it says text. I'm simply going to type my initials, and you see they have appeared on the screen. Now I'm going to select the font I want to use, so I'll simply scroll down for the font I would like. Today I'm going to use the Cooper Black, and select OK. Now to adjust the size, you can either take and drag the corner in or out, or if you have an exact size in mind, you can come to the transform and you can enter in the exact size you would like your design. So I'm going to enter my size, and we have it there on the screen. Now that I'm happy with my design, I'm going to get my machine set up for my first cut. Now to get my machine set up for my first cut, I'm going to take the 12x24 standard grip mat that was included with our box, and I removed the cover from it. You want to keep that, as it'll be used when the mat isn't in use, to keep it clean and free of debris. So now I'm going to take the vinyl that was also included with my machine, and I'm going to apply it to my mat, and I'm going to do it shiny side up, and I'm going to make sure to align it in the upper left hand corner and smooth it down. And we do the upper left hand corner as that is just where our standard cut starts. We always align everything to the upper left hand corner. Next, I'm going to insert our basic blade into the right side of the dual tool holder. To unlock the locking mechanism, you simply pull it out. I'm going to insert my blade, and to lock it in place, simply push it in. Now I'm going to load my mat to the machine. I want to make sure that it is centered in the guides and pushed against the pinch wheels, and then I simply hit the load mat button. And now we have loaded our mat. Now that I have my machine set up, I'm ready to send my design to my machine. So first I'm going to come to the output, and I have yet to add my machine to my software, so I'm going to do that now. I'm simply going to select Add New Machine. It's set up with Wi-Fi, and I'm going to follow the steps on my screen. My machine is connected to my network, and it has found my machine successfully. So I'm going to select OK. And now I'm ready to send my design to my machine. I'm going to select Start. So now I'm going to select my mat. We're using the 12x24 in landscape, and I'll select Next. And then I'm going to find my material. I'm going to select Vinyl, and scroll down to find Vinyl, and select Continue. You can also search for your material if you know exactly what it's called. And now on the screen we have our design on our material on our mat. It has automatically moved our design to the upper left-hand corner. If you would like to keep it where you had it on your canvas, you can simply deselect, move to top, and it'll put it right back where you had it. But I'm happy with it being up there, so I'm going to select Move to Top and select Next. And now here's a friendly reminder to load your mat. Now you can load your mat at any point in your crafting process as long as it's loaded before you start cutting. So this is just a friendly reminder. Since we've already loaded it, we can select Continue. And now on the screen, you'll see it's giving the recommended blade, force, and speed. Now the force and speed are our recommendations, but we always say to try a test cut when you're working with new material, as you want to make sure that you have the correct force and speed for your specific material. I'm happy with this force and speed, so I'll select Continue. Now I can either start my cut from my computer or from my machine. I'm going to start my cut from my machine, so I'm simply going to select Start Cutting, and the machine will start our cut. Now that our machine has finished our cut, we want to check to make sure it has cut cleanly and completely before we eject the mat. If you eject the mat and then you see that your cut isn't clean or complete and you try to reload your mat and repeat the cut, we can't guarantee it's going to cut in the same spot. But if you leave it loaded and you check, you can then hit repeat cut and it will repeat your cut in the exact same spot. So before I unload my mat, I'm going to simply check my cut and I'm going to just grab the center part here of the A to see how it comes up. And we see it came up cleanly, so I know my cut is good, so I'm ready to eject my mat from my machine. With our cut complete, I'm ready to eject my mat, so I'll simply press the eject mat button on my machine and it will eject my mat for me. Now that my cut is complete and my mat is ejected from my machine, I'm going to remove my vinyl from my mat. Now I like to do is flip my mat over and take the mat from the vinyl. This process helps prevent any wrinkles or bubbles forming in my material. Now, since my design is smaller than my vinyl, I'm going to simply cut it down to size so that way I'm not wasting any additional vinyl than I need to. Now I'm going to use my weeder to remove all of the excess vinyl from around my design because I just want to be left with my initials. So I'm simply going to pick at the corner and then peel up the vinyl, and there we have it. Our final design is revealed. Now that our design is weeded, I took and cut a piece of my transfer tape down to just a little bigger than my design. And the point of the transfer tape is it is going to transfer your vinyl to your final item. So when you're ready to put your design onto your item, you're going to take your transfer tape and we are going to remove it from the backing. And then we're going to take and place it sticky side down on top of our vinyl. And now with that in place, we're going to use our scraper and apply pressure because the idea is we want the vinyl to adhere to the transfer tape. And so we're going to take and just apply pressure and go across our design. And then we can check to see our vinyl has adhered to our transfer tape, so then it is ready to be applied to whatever item you have chosen to apply your design. And then when you're ready, you will simply take the transfer tape, peel it off, and then stick the transfer tape with the vinyl sticky side down onto your item and use your scraper, and you will scrape it on and apply pressure, and then you will remove your transfer tape. And with that, we have successfully completed our first vinyl cut with the SINGER Momento Craft Cutting Machine.